I've got a friend that his battery laid down on him at the worst
you have
time.
any jumper cables?
We're going to use the BT100 coming from TOPDON to test and see what's going on with this. Let's get it. So this is a pretty neat tool here. So the battery that we're looking at here is a 924 battery EverStart, and that's a 1-year warranty on it. So we're going to get our BT100 out here, and we're going to test this and find out what's going on with it. But there's more that you need to look at. You know, does it have 12.7 volts or whatever? But the cold cranking amps, so this battery right here is rated at 600 cold cranking amps. So we'll get into the BT100 here. You see we got 11.77 volts on this, and we can come into our battery testing, come down to do another test on this as far as our cranking amps. And now what we'll do is set our parameters. So this being at 600 cold cranking amps, we'll test this and see what we come up with. So it's showing the battery is too low, so we need to probably get a charge going on to retest this. So it's just, you know, not enough to even test with. So what we'll do is we'll switch over here to our 3-in-1 battery charger. Now this right here is going to cover the lead acid battery, the LiPo 4, as well as a lithium. So you can see with the voltage, we've got an underline on the lead acid, and we've got this set on 12 volts. So we'll go ahead and bump that up to the 35 amps here. And so we'll put the red one on the hot side, and we'll do the exact same thing on the black on the negative side. So we got that hooked up, and we instantly see that we're back to that 11.6 voltage on this. So we know we got our parameters set up here, and we'll move from our pause to our start mode, and we'll see that battery will appear, and then we'll start our charging process here. So this thing works pretty fast, especially with a model that's a 35 amp here. So we'll get this charged up and we'll go back and retest it to see where we're at from there. And now we've got a few hours of charge time. We've landed on 13.5 volts here, and you can see that we've got a completed mode here. So this checks out, and let's rock and roll. We'll remove the battery charger from the battery, and we'll switch back over to the TOPDON BT100. So we've got this powered on, and we'll do another maintenance and health check on this. So 13.23 volts, I trust that for sure. Battery test, let's go ahead and test that. And we can move into the regular flooded. Cold cranking amps, we're set at 600 on the battery. So now we can test that. So usually about after 8 to 10 seconds, we'll have the final reading on what the condition and the health checkup of this battery. And again, this is less than 1 year old. So with it being basically a dead battery, after a charge and retesting here, we're sitting at 98% of the cold cranking amps, which is 593. We took the charge at 13.2. We've got some internal resistance. This is a good battery. So the BT100 is peace of mind to know that you can test that battery without having to worry about, replacing the battery and overspending. So if you want to find more details coming from TOPDON and their battery testers here, check the link down below and find out what's available. But there's also going to be the JS3000. So if you're looking for a solid jump starter, I'm talking jumping Freightliners and 24 volts. So TOPDON's got you covered when it comes to the battery maintenance and testing.